This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Peter Turnquist sees it a positive sign that GDP growth is largely driven by the private sector, as this, he said, is an indication of what he calls no artificial inflation. That aside, though, he accepts that the 1.6% growth rate is lower than anticipated, which is being examined.
First off, when we talk about GDP growth, these are projections based upon known factors. Sometimes things happen in the economy, things happen globally that may affect that projection. Even a delay in the start of a project can have an effect. So we have to do some analysis ourselves to see what, if anything, we can do to help push it along. But at this point, we are not aware of any specific drags that would have caused us not to meet the projection, other than just normal delays. But I think, again, the point to emphasize is that we've had positive growth over 2 years.
And to the official opposition, the minister says there's no basis for its criticisms given its track record.
So it is somewhat amusing to hear the opposition, Mr. Cooper, make the statements that he makes, because he has no legs to stand on in this argument. Again, the fact of the matter is that we have had positive growth, we have had strong economic performance. All indicators point towards a strengthening of the economy, and that is the positive that needs to be taken from this statistic.
What the DPM does agree with is the observation that if it weren't for the uptick in tourism, the GDP wouldn't have shaped up as it did, but he says that's just the makeup of the economy. Bahamas Power and Light has appointed a new COO, filling the post Christina Alston left vacant last month. Is Ian Pratt as acting chief operating officer, effective immediately. No stranger to the BPL family, Mr. Pratt has been with the company for more than 20 years, serving in the technical planning division, field operations division, and most recently the Family Islands division. Now, in addition to his new responsibilities, it's expected that he will retain his current accountabilities as Director of Family Islands. Mr. Pratt's appointment follows months of tension within the corporation that last year led to the government calling for the immediate resignation of BPL's board, led by Chair Darnell Osborne. Works Minister Desmond Bannister at the time chalked up the decision to a lack of cohesion among the group. However, Mrs. Osborne's follow-up statement pointed to continued disrespect, implications of dysfunction attributable to constant personality conflicts and bickering, and inability to make decisions, and chauvinism. The buzz around the world whether international financial sectors will exist in the future, and perhaps more importantly, how will smaller international finance corporations survive the pressure of accelerated global regulation and the pressure of technological advancement with limited resources. A daunting reality participants of the 20th anniversary of the Society of Trust and Estate Practitioners, or STEP, must seriously consider during their week-long conference here in the capital. Addressing the group, Minister of Financial Services, Trade and Industry Brent Simonet noted, though, that such a forum offers an excellent platform for prominent political, economic, financial, and academic leaders to discuss ideas on such common issues of concern.
It cannot be denied that globalization and ever-increasing transborder nature of financial services has highlighted the role that international financial centers play in the world. The theme this year, Mind the Gap, Future-Proofing of IFCs, is something for all of us here in the region to consider seriously. As we prepare for future growth, sustainability, and transformation of our IFCs. In order to do this, however, we must consider the convergence of several factors which are working cohesively.
The four-day conference takes place at the Bahamar Resort. Our final story is up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.